Gotta sing the song or I'll kill you all.
Welcome to Tuesday Night D&D with DM Kalsto.
Happy Tuesday.
Welcome, everyone.
You know, we used to get a song at the beginning of this show, everybody. But someone hasn't used their inspiration yet. So maybe we have to change this to make sure they feel motivated for next week's intro.
I mean, there doesn't need to be, songs every time or most of the time.
No. Once you start a gimmick, you kind of have to go with it, much like Misfit hacks. All right. So we'll kind of pick up right where we left off last week. You guys had made it to the primary headquarters for your guild across the entire continent. Met a lot of people, had a great party, among many other things. Probably drank a little bit too much. And as you find yourself going off to sleep, Dustin,
Hi.
you feel yourself jarred. Very kind of roughly, something's pulling at your head. And as you kind of look, your helmet is removed. As you fell asleep drunk, so you still had it on.
Well, I would have it on anyway, regardless. That's not new.
Well, depending.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, so you have it on. So as it's pulled off, you find your body like very tight, kind of cold and wet, a very familiar feeling to you. Almost cause for concern, but I leave that up to you. As the helmet gets pulled off, you see in front of you a young blue tiefling. Maybe not full tiefling, hard to say. But a very familiar looking one to you.
Mm-hmm.
Misfit. That is not a truffle, you're pretty sure. That's a dude.
Oh.
Oh.
Are you dead, mister?
Hey, don't talk to it. Don't talk to it.
Do you think he has a body? Or is it just a head?
Could be a deceitful truffle.
Got a body here. Can I try to pick myself up?
Make an athletics check at disadvantage as you're sunk into mud.
22.
You start to like pull up out of the mud. He kind of like looks over at you. Ah, it's gonna eat us, run!
She can hear
Listen, what do you do?
You got quiet.
Oh.
This thing's getting up out of the mud. It's connected to more than just a head. It's a head with a body.
Oh, you look like people too. People aren't supposed to be here.
We
Do you?
people, but I've been here forever.
Run, boy, run!
No, don't run away.
Oh. Why is he talking like that?
Quickly.
Are you okay?
He's gonna reach into his pocket that he doesn't have, but he just reaches into like the fold of his clothing and he pulls out like a couple of copper pieces and like a silver and he throws them at your feet. Quickly, I've distracted him. Let's go.
Twig, where you going?
How do you know my name?
You're named after a branch.
I know who I know who you are. You don't know who I am? Whoa.
Oh no.
Wait. So did you wake me up first, or am I waking you up first?
Well, I mean,
Dustin and Misfit, as you're having this conversation, you just hear off to your west a large cracking sound, like a big piece of wood being snapped in half, and kind of heavier-ish footfalls.
Oh no, it's Jefferson.
Who's Jefferson?
Oh, you big guy, giant eyeball.
That doesn't sound good.
Not really.
Should we run?
Or you could roll around in mud and sometimes he just walks right over you.
I think the mud is making you kind of crazy, mister.
No, that was Bob. He had too much fun last night.
I don't know what you're talking about. Can I just pick him up and sling him over my shoulder and just start booking it out of there?
I'll let him interpret it as he will, and we'll see how it goes.
First question I'll ask you.
Mhm.
Can you pick up 169 pounds?
Look at your inventory tab.
I can.
Then I will be willing.
Okay. So, Misfit, I need you to make an athletics check. Dustin, I need you to roll a perception check.
Disadvantage or not?
Oh,
No.
no.
No? Okay.
Flat. And then that is a natural 19. So as you're sitting there, like, oh, buddy, Dustin, the last thing you remember is the sound of like loud cracking wood, and everything goes black.
Mm-hmm.
Misfit, you see your friend sitting over there. Down, Truffle, down!
I picked them up or leave it.
You pick him up. He takes the stick he has, he throws it on the ground. Roll a wisdom check. Dustin, I'll let you roll one as well.
Check, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you watch the stick that Ari's little buddy hit him in the back of the head with. He chucks it down right next to the pond. And then he kind of follows you as you grab him. He's like, we make a good team.
You know what? We do. We didn't find any troubles, but, there's always next time.
What do you mean? You're carrying a truffle.
I don't know if this... Are you a truffle? Oh, he's asleep again.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I hit him a little too hard.
Yeah, people aren't supposed to be in here. I'm just gonna get this guy back to town, maybe? I don't know.
Don't ask me. I'm not even here. And you just watch him fade away.
Oh, okay. Bye.
All right, so you have Dustin on your shoulder. Where are you going?
I'm just gonna go home.
Okay.
For jokes,
Uh-huh.
can I mumble something in my sleep?
Sure. Yeah, go for it. You could drunkenly mumble the entire time
You
it takes him to walk back.
turn into a cow and scare that one guy real good.
I don't know what that means.
Nope, you don't.
I mean, who would be scared by a cow? That guy must be a real weirdo.
Battery's full of bull. All right, so after about, I'd say 30 minutes of just running straight, you manage to break out into the clearing where you can kind of find your way from there. You're probably a little bit tired. You may have to take a little bit of a rest, or you could potentially try to roll at disadvantage and carry him all the way home. Up to you.
Am I at the top of the hill?
I hate you so much, but it's yes. Yes, you are.
I'm taking the fun way down.
Okay. Are you rolling an investigation check, or are you using the object you currently have that has got armor
Oh
on
my
it?
god. No, I'm gonna find a what is it, a leaf?
Just remember,
It was
never
a
come back and relive this moment. Yeah, just roll an investigation check. Or survival, nature, or investigation for you.
Oh,
Whatever is higher. Yeah, you easily kind of go and find a couple of them. He's kind of heavy. You might have to put him on too.
No, I'm just gonna hold him in my lap so he doesn't fly off because he's taking a nap.
Even better. All right. So as you get ready to take the large shell down the hill, full speed,
Hmm?
I'm gonna need you to what do I want to call this? Just roll a flat D100 for pure dumb luck to see how this goes. Okay. Dustin, while unconscious, you just feel completely nauseous as he takes this giant hill, probably going 60 to 80 miles an hour down this hill at top speeds.
Woo!
Just bouncing
You
on
get
rocks,
thrown up
hitting
on.
things. Mhm. It's not the first time. It's okay.
Did you throw up mud on me? Oh, you shouldn't be eating that, man.
Yeah, for some reason it's like really black and inky.
Gross.
That's okay, bud. We got soup at home. You can have some soup.
And you kind of slide down to the bottom of the hill. As you kind of like roll off at the bottom of the hill. Like, that was pretty fun. You look back at the shell to pick up your buddy. Your buddy is now gone.
What? Oh no, I lost him. Hello? Mr. Mud Guy? Oh man.
As we diddle-doo out from your vision, Dustin, you kind of turn over wherever you are currently laying and just vomit everywhere.
Uh-huh.
You eventually do pass back out, but not bad. Ari,
Mm-hmm.
so you were by the meeting hall, by the door. You heard a little bit, not a whole lot, but were you going to hang out more there? Were you going to walk somewhere else specifically, or where did you want to wander around?
I believe she was just wandering about exploring, so just kind of wherever will be close by and going out from there.
So within like the guild hall itself, or like out to Wizards
Yeah.
Row, or the town itself?
Currently, she's starting with the guild hall.
Okay. So as you kind of leave where this meeting is there any type of facility or anything you want to specifically look for?
No, she's more just getting her bearings.
Sure, just roll 2d20s for me, we'll say. See what you randomly run into.
A 6 and a 16.
Okay. Let's see. Out of those. You kind of go in the largest kind of room they have. They have back behind the dining hall. They have like a couple of like training things. It's more like the fighting pit, but it looks like different areas and tools used for training various types of things. There's even like a little section you can see over in the corner for people testing like explosive spells.
Okay.
There is currently someone in here.
What do they seem to be doing?
They are drinking.
By themselves?
Would seem so. What do you want to do?
What do they look like?
From what you can see, they have like almost like a reddish brown hair. It kind of is different in different spots, but you can tell they are elven by their ears. And he looks like he's currently drinking like a big, huge, like out of a cask of mead almost.
Big, huge.
Big, huge.
Okay.
Bigger than big, huger than huge. Big, huge.
Just step toward him. This is a lovely place to drink.
As you say that, he kind of drops it, turns around, and looks at you. His eyes look very strange. They don't look humanoid. And you watch as he immediately like swirls down into a fox and sprints out of the room.
Well, a shy one, aren't you?
Oh, it's long gone. There is half
she'll
a cask of mead there, though, if you want. A big, huge
She'll wander
cask.
over to the keg and take a sniff. What does it smell like? Or like what kind of alcohol does it smell like?
It's like a very sweet smelling mead. Like it's been prepared to drink.
And I assume he was just drinking right out of the keg.
Oh, yeah. No need to be shy. Unless people are trying to ask you questions.
She'll chuckle a bit and wander, I guess she'll wander around the training area a bit.
Yeah.
See if there's anything interesting or of note around.
Roll an investigation check, we'll say. Let's see, who would have been... Yeah, not really. Like, it's actually pretty well taken care of. Like, everything's kind of put away. There's nothing really left out. There may be some blood spots here and there, but I mean, like, for the most part, like, 95% of the blood is taken care of.
Oh, this is nice and spacious. But not much about. Oh well. She'll make her way off to the next area.
As you kind of walk, you find yourself going through a couple of like longer hallways where the doors are kind of much farther apart. Most of them are locked. As you go down the most western side of the building, you kind of get into a much larger structure. It's about 2 times, maybe 3 times the height of Guildhall itself. Which is strange because you don't remember there being anything like that outside. But you walk out and there's almost like a metal catwalk. So as you go up, it almost makes like a U that goes around the sides of whatever this room is.
Okay. Does she see anything in the center of it?
You have dark vision, so yeah, you look down. There's a massive sphere that's just sitting there. It's not like a perfect sphere. It's like has designs and runes on it.
Okay. Do the runes look familiar at all, or
Not specifically.
able to identify them?
If you want to get closer to it, you have to go down a bit. It's probably like from where the catwalk is, it's probably like 40 feet down to the sphere. From the catwalk down is like 120 feet.
Okay. Well, she'll begin wandering her way down. Didn't see any signs saying keep out, so.
Sure. You walk. Well, you actually walk the catwalk. It kind of goes around, but you don't see like a ladder or like steps that go down.
Oh, is this thing supposed to come up? Maybe they levitate down. Just kind of glance about. Does she see a door down there at all?
You see the one you came in on. You look over across to the other side. It just looks like your side. You don't see any doors specifically.
Hmm. Oh, well. Probably some strange magic orb. I don't know, maybe it holds enchantments or something. She kind of just shrugs her shoulders and moves along.
All right. So you kind of start making your way back into there. You kind of go down through. There's your typical stuff: gardens, bunch of different multi-purpose rooms, living quarters, the main hall, a more secure area where it's probably likely where they keep their valuables and more rare items. As you
Okay.
also walk the gardens, you do see that very large guardian creature is like sleeping on the front porch.
She'll be sure to be quiet about or around there.
As you're out in the garden, like walking back in from like where he kind of is sleeping, roll a perception check.
She's apparently drunk enough not to be paying much attention.
All right, the universe has spoken. You make your way back inside.
This is what you get for calling Serena Ari.
Okay, so you basically check out the guild hall. There's nothing too out of place. Most everyone's pretty much wiped out at this point.
All right. She'll make sure to make a round over by where the guild leaders were, see if they're still shouting.
As you walk back, you kind of hear two voices coming from down the hall. As you peek a little bit down the hall, it does look like the door is now open. It sounds like the older female guild leader from the northern branch, and then the guild master. It looks like Khan and the eastern guild leader are not there.
Guess he's already gone to bed. Very well. How late is it by this point?
It's pretty late at this point. It's like probably like 2.
All right. Yeah, she'll call it a night and begin making her way back to her room.
Everybody, as you find sleep, some of you for the second time this evening,
Yeah.
you all wake up in your rooms from your bed, and you hear tapping on your window. You don't see each other. You're all by yourselves in the exact same dream.
She'll glance up toward the window.
Kind of look over, and you see like a black raven sitting outside of it. Peck, 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 peck.
The eye colors.
It's like a normal eye color.
Step
Do we
toward the
know
raven.
this is the dream?
Some of you made more than others, but it feels like your room.
Is there a window in
Did
that
we
room?
each have individual rooms, or how are we split up?
You each have your own room.
Okay.
You notice less that it's not like your full room. You're all like dreaming of yourself in a single room, and you just don't really think about it much when you're asleep right now.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna go. The most logical thing. I'm gonna go open the door, open the window, and shoo the bird away.
All right. As you open the door, all of your windows open, and the bird kind of, oh!
No, shoot.
Shh,
No, then.
I hold up
secret,
my
secret!
hand for it.
And it flies over to the next roof
How
and
far
like
is the next
flies
roof?
down to the ground. Not very far. You could actually get down from where your room is fairly easily, and then it's only like maybe like 8 feet up on the next building over.
I'm
But
gonna
it's out there cawing at all of you, taunting you.
follow it.
All right, as one of you starts to walk, all of you kind of the fuck, just start walking towards this thing.
Oh,
And you just watch the bird, like, every time you get within about 5 feet of it, it's leading you, like, down Wizard's Row and, like, out towards the edge part of town. As you guys kind of follow it, it eventually, like, goes to the edge line of a forest. Yeah, I'd say it's just sitting there. What do you guys want to do?
all right.
You look back towards town, and it's kind of dark and, like, foggy.
How does the sky look?
It's nighttime, so dark, fairly cloudy.
Okay. Anything look out of place?
Not to your knowledge. I mean, you all basically just got here for the first time. So I would say you probably don't know the terrain that well, but I mean, from a general safety standpoint and just looking around, nothing seems out of place.
Is there anything to be afraid of in the area?
Well, I hear this is a group of adventurers that just came to town, but I won't trouble you with them yet.
Yeah. I don't
What is
see.
it, Songbird?
Is Biscuit dreaming too?
Mm-hmm. Biscuit, the best part about this dream for you, you aren't like walking on all fours, you are walking on your hind legs.
Whoa.
Like
That's
without any
different.
issue.
I mean, if nothing happens after standing around for a bit, I'm just going to continue following.
I want to go find a bush and eat some berries off of it.
Uh-oh.
Alright, so as you guys contend for control at the moment, you start walking towards the tree line, but you start to veer off towards the east,
Yep.
and you're like, you're trying to figure out like what the heck's going on. I need both of you to roll, let's call it an intelligence check.
Oh, no. High five.
3.
2.
Oh,
Oh, plus 3?
negative
Was-
4 for being a
Oddly
bear.
close.
Where did I get the plus 3 from?
Do you
Oh,
have an
because you didn't
check?
say.
Oh, you did a save. You need to do a check. What's your mod for your check?
0. I shouldn't have any
Okay.
bonus to int.
You win by 1, Biscuit.
It was my aura.
You lost to a bear with a negative 4 modifier.
Yeah, remember I heavily drinking last night.
Oof. It's a prickly, like, blackberry bush, too.
Mm.
So as you run into the blackberry bush to get
This
some
makes
berries, you all go into the blackberry bush.
I mean, I'm gonna eat apparently I'm dreaming about eating blackberries. I'll eat.
Yeah,
Dreams don't need to make sense.
It's weird. It doesn't make sense. As you
makes
eat them, though,
perfect sense in the morning moment.
they're very sweet, but as you start to kind of pick them, they start to like shrivel up and get very bitter as the bird like starts flying off into the forest. It seems the further the bird gets away, that darkness kind of gets closer.
Darkness, you say?
Ugh.
I'm chasing the bird.
Oh jeez.
All right, so as you guys kind of run into the forest, the bird eventually like stops on a stump.
Mhm.
and just looks at you guys and tilts its head a little bit. Oh,
How big is the stump?
maybe like 3 feet across,
So we wander into
maybe
the forest,
a foot and a half high.
and follow the stump. Okay. So step toward the stump and the raven.
Same.
Kind of just looks at you guys.
Well, if I can't eat those berries, I might as well eat this bird.
I'll allow it.
I mean, we're all walking up to the bird, which is
And the momentum is in your favor if you would like to try to make a I'm eating the bird roll. It is a tasty looking bird, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty big though.
Does Justin have any
There-
inclination of Biscuit's intention?
Roll an insight check.
I'm just gonna roll. I have no idea this is coming.
Oh, this the bond between you two is so strange, and I love it. You get this feeling like you're about to eat the bird. You don't want to eat the bird. You're like, oh no,
Biscuit, stop.
can't hear you.
I am going to put all my efforts into preventing this from
Okay,
happening.
so how many people in the party want to help prevent eating the bird versus Misfit?
Well, I have to.
If,
This is all of you too. So if you're eating crow, you're eating crow together.
So
if the bird gets picked up and it starts moving toward Serena's mouth, she's most assuredly resisting it.
It's more of your mouth is going towards the bird, I would imagine.
Lou has no idea it's coming.
Same idea.
Oh, this is only the bond for them. So to gain control is the intelligence check.
Well, no, I wanted to see if I can tell my body by body language I'm about to pick up this bird and shove it in my face.
Yeah, you don't get the craving so much as Dustin. That's the cloak thingy.
Mhm. I mean, if that bird's coming anywhere near my face, I'm not sticking it in my mouth.
I want to eat this bird.
The mouth goes to the bird, not to the face.
And that's why I said bird goes anywhere near my face.
As you go towards it to snap at it, the bird just kind of turns into like this little cloud of mist. And then you watch from all directions as mist surrounds all of you.
Oh
Which
man.
direction did the bird go? Because
It just turned into vapor.
two can play at that game.
Doesn't like it didn't look like a teleport. It looked like it literally just turned into mist and gone. And then mist came in from everywhere.
I don't know that spell.
This is
Damn it.
my dream, damn it. Release control of my body.
Is there any markings on top of the stump?
Roll an investigation check.
Oh, great. Of course I get to do
Cool.
this.
Actually,
You
I
asked the question.
Yep. I was going to just poke it.
Yeah, you can poke it too.
I mean, that's all I'm doing. He got to investigate. I'm just poking it.
It is definitely a stump.
Serena's just trying to wrestle control, as for lack of a...
Dustin, you look at the back of the stump, and there's like large claw markings on the back of the stump, like almost like something marked it as like a territory marker.
Do we all see that because of Dustin?
Yeah.
Can I run my hands through claw marks or the fingers?
Yeah, like your finger is small in each claw. So whatever made it has claws much larger than your finger.
I assume they're approximately spaced about bear claw width apart.
Bigger.
Oh.
Jabberwock size?
And then you just watch like these objects kind of are moving around in the shadows through the mist. What are you guys doing?
Divine sense.
You go to Divine Sense, nothing happens.
Great. Are you going to make me use the charge?
No, you're dreaming. You just have it when you wake up anyways.
I suppose, well, dream logic. Serena's going to try and envision a very bright light above her, casting away the mist.
Well,
Is
the
there
light does not come.
is there any point that I can see outside in the mist?
No, it's like completely obstructing your view, other than like you see these larger forms moving through the shadows around you.
I would like
Where
to
did they
make
say?
How
survival.
close is the?
Sure, what are you looking for?
I want more information on the claw marks if I can with survival.
All right, so as you kind of see the things running around, you like kneel down next to it and look closer at them. Roll. You'll get different information depending on what you're looking for, but you can roll nature or survival.
I have a better shot with survival.
So, how close is the mist to us?
You're like in it.
Can I cast Thunder Wave to push it away?
You can certainly try.
I will try.
So you cast Thunder Wave.
Mm-hmm.
You watch it kind of blow back, but like more just comes into its place.
This must be someone's vision.
And then at this point, you just hear like footsteps and like someone's like walking stick like hitting the ground as they walk along. And then off through the mist, you just see like a singular silhouette. There is a not super tall, but a taller than average humanoid silhouette, longer hair, currently just holding a staff in the right hand and seemingly looking at each of you.
Marius?
There is?
You watch as it kind of slams the staff down twice and holds up its left hand that glows with light, and you
Oh.
see like the shape of an eye on the inside of the left hand, and it just kind of glows super bright, almost like looking into the sun. You kind of like, you could look at it or not look at it, totally up to you, but if you look at it, it's like trying to look at the sun, like, yeah.
Challenge accepted.
So I'll probably instinctually look away.
I will burn my retinas.
I'm looking at it.
You kind of just watch, and as this happens, the mist begins to part, like heading towards him, and then as it splits where the silhouette was, it just disappears, and you kind of watch it open out into this almost like just perfectly green lush valley, and there's like this massive tower just sitting straight up, and there seems to be some sort of structure at the top of it, like very old and well built. Looks like new still. And as you kind of see that happen, you all wake up. Now,
Mm-hmm.
Lou, I need you to roll a Constitution save to see how bad of a hangover you have. Serena, you're probably okay.
13.
Oh,
10.
you're gonna love all those meetings you have to go to today.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to feel my body that got divine smited in the chest.
Dustin, I need you to roll one with disadvantage.
Hey,
This is
buddies.
the worst headache you've ever had. It literally feels like someone hit you in the back of the head with like a log.
How can you enjoy this?
Lou is enjoying the hangover.
For you, you just have a hangover. He still feels getting hit in the back of the head by the stick.
Yeah.
All right, so as it's morning, I'm assuming you're all going down to for breakfast.
Yep.
All right, let's get the map out. I didn't make this, but it will work for now until I finish ours.
All right. Oh, excuse me. Can we get a long rest dropped on us? Me and Dustin are hurt.
What did you guys? Yeah, you guys got your long rest. That's not what it's going for.
It's like someone beat us up.
You still look like someone beat you up.
That's fine.
Actually, that's a fair point too, Dustin.
Hi.
As you're already hung over, but as like you check your head because it hurts way more than it should, you have a fat welt on the back of your head.
Ugh.
Yeah, it doesn't
fell
feel
out of
that
bed.
good. Now I understand why he wears the helmet to bed.
How did everyone rest?
Oh, too loud.
No?
Are you sure you were holding back a little? Gosh, this hurts.
During the fight or the drinking?
Did you hit the head yesterday?
No, that I didn't hit your head.
Heck, where'd I get this from? Ow.
It's not me.
How did everyone rest last night?
I had a weird ass dream, but I don't need. Other than that, it's fine.
Weird dream?
I'll explain what the dream was.
As he starts to go into the dream, you all like immediately pick up on the fact that it's the same dead ass dream you all had.
I think that was some kind of vision. That sounds good anyway.
Dreams are dreams.
Not
Well,
all
that
dreams
you-
are dreams.
So then, did you all also have a dream where you rose out of the mud and saw a misfit?
No.
Oh.
Not last night, and not with not Misfit.
Don't forget
Also,
Biscuit. You can talk with your vocal cord thing.
like misfit, or and she'll gesture toward Bear.
I'll like air draw horns
Ah,
from like my forehead.
really? Where did you see him?
Oh, I think I woke up for a bit. He was in the swamp.
The swamp?
Yeah, Jefferson almost said hello.
Who?
The
Am I there with everybody?
Jefferson.
Yeah.
So you all had the same dream. Was I there? Because I had no dreams.
No, you had the same dream.
Oh, did I?
It was everybody.
Okay, I didn't think I was there.
No, not for Misfit's dream. Just for the one through the mist.
A raven usually symbolizes an omen of some kind. And for one to lead in such a way, I strongly believe that was some kind of vision.
I sent you a message too, Thurs.
Did people have the same dream last night?
I had a dream I almost caught a bird.
And now you all know why you almost tried to eat a bird last night.
That you'll get him next time, Misfit. And I'll scratch behind your ear the best I can.
And then you hear just idle chatter from like other tables, and you're like, "That ain't a fucking bird, dude. It was gross." And you notice it doesn't seem like everyone else in this room, but you hear other people kind of talking about it too.
It's disconcerting.
Something very wrong. Does she see Con at all?
Khan is currently absent from the hall. Actually, most of the guild leadership is currently not in the hall quite yet. They probably will be arriving soon. Everyone had a pretty much late night, and they had meetings late too.
Hmm.
Go get something for this hangover.
So there's plenty of food.
What?
Lou, as you get up, you
Yep.
see Alchemist Grieg sitting over at another table further away. Just like looks at you and like, where have you been? And she like motions you over towards the table.
Okay, I'll go sit. Damn it. I'll go sit down.
Like, don't you guys have any structure over there in the West? I tell you, sit down. He points his hand towards the only open seat at the table. You appear to be the last captain at the table.
Yeah, fair.
Mhm.
I'll go sit down.
As you do sit at the table,
Mm-hmm.
other than Alchemist Grieg, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other captains present at this table as well.
Okay.
One appears to be a Warforged. There's also a small halfling man. There is... You're not exactly sure what he is. He's humanoid of some kind, but you think he's male? There's just another individual with like dark curly hair, very pale skin, looks human. And then there is another very pale human with white curly hair.
All right.
Not like super curly, but like unkept, and you can fill in the rest.
Mm. Mm.
All right, sit down. All right. Well, this should be pretty quick. Other than today's meeting, I don't expect any great change in workloads. Kind of hands out different paperwork to different teams. Looks over for you, Lou. It's like, yep. And he kind of is like, looks like you guys will be sticking on your current objective. That you are continuing with. Well, we could discuss that later. But yeah, you should be back on there. I think you're going to be joined by a couple other teams, not specifically for you, but working on your mission as well. And then he said, don't forget to, before you get too cozy, you may want to go pick up your recruit. And the entire table just kind of giggles a little bit.
New recruit?
Yeah, don't you remember the paperwork I gave you yesterday?
Yeah, but who are they?
Well, they're a new recruit. They just joined maybe 3-4 days ago. So this is their first assignment. And after our reassessment, after we kind of saw everyone who had arrived and who is here and who is not currently here, we reassessed your battle strength. And I hate to break it to you people. He looks over at Biscuit. Like, you need some more help. At least until you kind of like motions to all of you get this kind of situated.
Yeah.
It's like, don't worry, you'll thank me later.
Mhm.
All right. Other than that, good luck. Master's speech will be at 10. And should be a pretty quiet day.
Now, quick question. Should
Yeah.
I have any idea what he's talking about, our current assignment?
Yeah, so for what he's referring to for you just can't say it out loud. Penelope is paying you guys to look into those missing, or the people in the book.
Okay, I was correct in assumption then.
Yep. So he just doesn't want to say it because he knows about it and not necessarily everybody does.
Yep.
So your assumption was correct. All right, so he dismisses the table and he goes back over to like his little area.
Now I'll go get my hangover dealt with. And was I told where to pick up the new recruit?
He should be probably in the room. You ask Greek where he is.
Yeah. Or yes.
He kind of points over, and you just see like this small, frail-looking human. Not necessarily. Well, I guess it's not frail for you guys, but you see a smaller human, very clean, like priest robes,
He's gonna get those dirty immediately.
sitting about right there.
I know exactly who this is.
Yep.
Like perfectly clean, nothing wrong. He's got like, yeah, it's impressive.
Oh no.
You look at the paperwork. His name is Simon, but he's referred to as Brother Simon.
Is this something I have to be worried about?
I don't know. He did really well in your last group.
No, I'm more asking Alchemist Krieg.
It's like, yeah. I mean, he's not bad. Just kind of awkward and yeah, hit right in. But he heals.
Yes.
Hmm?
You had the whole table giggling.
Oh, that's just, you did a heal.
I'm not arguing.
Now. When all of you were recruited, I'm sure you weren't the most perfect candidates either.
Yeah.
Now, be kind with Simon. And good luck.
Oh, time to throw him in the deep end.
Oh, and then he
Yes.
throws a scroll case at your back.
Uh-huh. Do I catch it?
Yeah, it's application paperwork for there.
Yes.
Stop slacking. All right.
I'll go pick up Brother Simon.
So you watch Lou walk over towards the individual on the other side. You kind of like start walking over towards him. He just looks up at you, kind of anxious and awkward. He's not sure if you're going to come talk to him, and now he's having anxiety about if you're going to come talk to him.
Yep.
He looks super nervous.
I will do that very reassuring thing of sitting across the table from him.
How long does it take you to say anything?
Brother Simon, I presume?
Yes, you must be, I'm sorry, they didn't tell me anyone's name. They just said you were from the West.
That is correct.
I'm kind of from the West, too.
Oh? Where from?
Around, but, recently, what was the name of that island? I had a bad experience. But it was a little bit north of, Kars. And a little bit more to the west. And I am planning to never go back.
Is that the direction the portal came from?
No,
Or is it
that is
south?
to the south of Kars.
Yeah, okay.
That is the island where you guys were on for your summer campaigns. Or for the one you had Dream with.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, you're pretty far away from there.
Yes, like I said, I had a bad experience. Caught a boat back to the mainland. And ran as far away from the coast as I could.
And a lot of people seem to be doing that today, nowadays, right now.
Often I find when dangerous things happen, 'tis best to be in the center. That way if anything comes, you'll get the people on the outside. I mean,
It's probably fairly obvious on Dream's face. being in the center of the trouble. Mm.
So he just kind of looks and he looks over behind you at the table because he saw where you were sitting.
Yep.
Is the bear coming with us?
Yes.
He just gets pale.
Not a fan of animals or just bears?
Um, yeah. Yeah.
If they look over, I am standing behind Dustin, licking the back of his head.
Oh God, it's eating him.
No, he's not.
Oh.
He's very friendly if you get to know him.
So as you guys get up, he starts to slowly walk over there with you. He's gonna pull up a chair. He's gonna take like the chair from the north end of the table and just sit at the north end of the table, far away from the bear. Oh God, no! Why? Why? How awkward do you make it, Misfit?
I make full eye contact with him while he's sitting there, while I'm licking Dustin's head.
Yeah, he's super stressed. It's like,
Are you feeling alright?
Also, I'll hand over the paperwork to Maris. It should be the paperwork for signing up for the guild.
I'm not sure that I want the responsibilities of such. Is this a mandatory thing?
You have to sign
if you want to get in the
paperwork?
library.
Yeah.
What's the guild?
Well,
Could I be in it?
typically, if they're going to be sent out on guild affairs, usually it's expected that it's sent with guild members.
No, it's not mandatory.
I'm gonna read through like all the fine print and go over everything.
Yeah, there's nothing too crazy about it. It's just general information, signing the charter. You agreed to like not be like a general like don't mass murder people and things like that. It's your very basic charter.
And leaving,
Don't
you're
be
not
a
locked
dick.
in. You
Oh,
can
yeah.
leave at any time.
There's been people that left. There's been people that left. Good example. Wart recently just left the guild.
Yeah.
But that was not by choice.
I mean, choices are choices. Just because you make one choice doesn't mean it's not a choice for another choice.
Was it was it a choice? Yes. Whose choice it was, we're still not certain.
It was a choice within a choice.
And how large is this library?
Someone made a decision.
What you guys would kind of know from what you were told yesterday, it is essentially like probably the largest library on this continent, at least on the northern part of it. Probably on the whole
And
continent.
this is one of the only ways to get in.
Yeah, because starting around the time of campaign 1, Arcana made an inquisition, which is part of like the people Allie had with her, and so they went around collecting a bunch of like dangerous magics and things like that and items and kind of bringing them here and keeping them where they can kind of be controlled. So it's got all the good stuff depending obviously what level of access you have, but you get access to a lot of spells and historical information, etc. But you do have to be a member of a guild charter, not necessarily just theirs, but you have to have proof of that in order to enter the building. Whether it's real or not, I mean, I leave that up to you.
Well, I guess for a chance to see this library, I could do so. After perusing through everything, making sure there's no little clauses that are shady or anything like that, I'll go ahead and sign it and pass it back.
Yeah, the worst part in there is they have like a general liability waiver, like we will not be blamed if you die in a crazy way, but we'll try not to let you die in a crazy way. And we'll have a great party for you.
Plus, you'll also get paid for actually doing guild work and going about adventuring.
I guess coin would be nice for a change. I've gotten on with meager means, but something more ample may be nice.
And what about you, Dustin?
He's already a member.
I like you said that like right as he takes off the helmet and the haircut. So like, I'm not just a clown. I don't know. I'm also a member.
It should have been off for a while, but yeah.
I'm
Okay.
styling it.
Bear
I
style.
suppose then let me rephrase that. Do you accept your membership, Dustin? Since apparently you merging with Bob just means automatic membership and all the caveats that come with it. She glares over toward Lou.
I just shrug. I'm not the one who makes the rules.
I'm trying to think of how to phrase this.
You do notice too, as you guys are having your conversation, more people are kind of starting to trickle in, and you do see the two other guild leaders do kind of make their ways to the head table. There's currently, it looks like 5 seats at that table. 2 are full, 3 are empty.
Okay, I have a funny reason and I have a more serious reason. Which one do you want me to give you?
Whichever one you feel you would say.
Whenever I go try to ask people about how to get out of the guild, I always get punched in the face and I don't know where from.
Actually, that's a good point. Hold on. Roll a D100 as you say that. You just watch. It doesn't hit you in the face, but it has enough to like kind of like fling you backwards into Misfit or into Biscuit. Like he was there.
Well, I think mystery
What the
solved
hell?
on that one.
Did you
I
get
don't
bopped
think Bob
again?
wants you to leave. To put it simply, Dustin, the guild does have resources that can be very helpful. Not to mention, again, getting paid for your services is a big part.
Paid.
At this point, you see the guild leader, Khan, guild leader and Khan also walk in. And they kind of sit down. You notice everyone kind of like starts to quiet up a little bit.
Oh, thank God.
But you do notice, even as they like everyone starts to quiet down to listen to whatever he has to say, that 5th seat still remains empty.
Well, I
Alright,
mean,
you
if
got any
nobody's
last
gonna
thing-
sit there, I might as well.
Nope. No, you have your own seat.
You don't want to sit next to me?
You got
I
a
sit down next
bench.
to Dustin.
Which
don't
is
fit in the
also
chair.
right next to Simon, right?
Across from Simon.
Simon has barely moved the entire time he's been sitting with you.
We're gonna need to fix that.
Who do you worship?
Sorry?
You're a cleric, aren't you? Could see it in your eyes.
I worship the divine light.
The what?
You seem really angry.
Don't worry about that. You'll get used to it. He's angry with a lot of people.
As you kind of like are sitting next to him and get close, he just kind of sneezes a little bit too. Are you wearing perfume?
That's
Yeah.
why they were giggling.
I think I'm allergic. It's okay. I'll manage. And he just like starts like itching in his neck and turning like slightly pink.
Luz actually seems like he's genuinely enjoying. Oh boy.
At this point, you hear the guild leader kind of tap on the glass. Morning, everybody. Room kind of
Good morning.
points over towards the bear. That's what I'm talking about. Goes, I just want to say again, to kind of iterate on what I said last night, I'm very proud of all of you, the work you've done, and that you've made it here safe. Couldn't be more proud of any of you. Well, I guess I could be, but you get what I mean. Because unfortunately, I have some bad news for everybody. With the current climate of the kingdom on multiple fronts, they have called the guilds back into service. This is good for us. It means plenty of contracts. But I may also have to shift around a couple of assignments. Effective immediately also, and he kind of looks at the table with all the leaders, except Khan looks a little pissed off. Effective immediately, we'll be limiting all traveling missions to senior rank teams only. All lower ranking junior teams will maintain in the interior, providing support where it is currently lacking. I know this is not what all of you would like to hear, but it is what we've been tasked with, and as always, we will rise to the occasion. Isn't that right?
I stand up. I've risen.
It's like, when did we recruit a bear? Just kidding, mister. Couple people look confused. Brother Simon kind of looks at you. We're not a senior ranked team, are we?
Give it about 10 minutes and we'll find out.
Oh, I really hope we're not. That would be excellent. A nice caravan. Have you guys ever been on a caravan before?
Oh, I've been on a
I am
caravan.
glaring at him.
Oh,
Have you ever been cut in
Yes.
half?
Yes.
What is it,
please,
nice
Vernon.
man?
Can you
With
say that to him?
sausages?
Yes.
What do you mean cut in half?
Dustin is scaring the poor boy.
He got cut in half yesterday.
He is of at least 30 years. This person is not a boy.
Like your sandwich?
I'm going
No.
to lift up my shirt and pants and show him my scar where I have been cut in half.
Hold on, I just gotta make a con save.
He's gonna pass out.
He holds in some vomit. Oh, like in half. I see.
Yes.
I'll be right. I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Don't scare him off.
He like runs off as quick as he can to the bathroom.
He's supposed to be helping with the healing.
How can you expect some person to put blood back in when they can't even look at it?
What is healing?
That boy is pretty green.
I mean, he wasn't that green until
About as green
recently.
as they come.
At this point, Grieg starts like walking around the room with his metal leg. It's like, all right. There you guys are. And he hands you the file folder, though,
Mm-hmm.
and just keeps walking.
What's in the file?
I whisper it to you.
Yeah. Yep.